What's up, real MVPs, and actually, what's up, my nerdy MVPs. Welcome into Most Valuable Podcast Nerd. This is the first time I'm doing something like this. Wanted to do it for Titans from some time, just haven't had the time to do it. I might jump in the end of this season, or maybe wait until season 3, because Titans is coming back, y'all. But we're going episode by episode. I'm going to give you my thoughts and reactions to The Mandalorian, now on Disney+. We now live in a post-Disney Plus kind of world, and it is beautiful. Like, I just stared at it, and, like, you see the smile on my face. I am so happy for Disney Plus, and I'm so happy it's here. It's got so much stuff I want to watch, and Disney is just going to take all of my time, and that's how I end up, like, one of the people in WALL-E, which is actually really sad. But before I get into everything, make sure to check out patreon.com/mostvaluablepodcast. Make sure to help support us so that we can keep doing stuff like this each and every day. Also, hit that subscribe button down below. Let's boost the Most Valuable Podcast Nerd channel up a little bit, but let's get into it. The Mandalorian, we now finally have it after trailer upon trailer, after, what are we going to get from it? The Jon Favreau series on Disney+. Episode 1, I will say, was it good? Yeah, I enjoyed it. Was it stellar? No, it wasn't. And the one thing I should say, in case you're thinking like, oh, Ricky, what are you going to do? Like, spoilers, non-spoilers. Right now, I'm going to stay in a non-spoiler mode. Obviously, I'm going to tell you when I go over into spoilers, so you can hit the pause button, watch it yourself, and then come back if you do care about that. If not, you can roll right into them. But yeah, it was a good episode, but it wasn't a stunning episode for me. And I don't know if I was even expecting, like, yes, my hype level was up because it's Star Wars and it's Disney Plus and it's a new series. And oh my God, what are they going to do with this? Like, a different story outside of Jedis, outside of the Skywalker saga. And there was a hype level in that sense. But then there was also like it is the first episode. They got to kind of cement us in the world that they are building. So, I enjoyed the episode. It was a nice first episode, but nothing that really blew me away. Maybe the ending was kind of like the oh shit moment, obviously. But it was nothing that I'm like, oh my God, this was amazing. Kind of a thing that I think we will eventually get to after they've kind of built the world that they are building for us. But that's pretty much all my thoughts. It's everything you expect from a Star Wars series. It's got the transitions. It's got some throwbacks to the original Star Wars that I thought was pretty kind of cool. It was not in your face, but it was subtle enough to where you're like, yeah, that's a throwback to the original Star Wars. So this is my non-spoiler. I'm going to actually go into spoiler mode. So if you haven't watched Mandalorian Chapter 1, you want to go watch it, hit that pause button now. All right, we good? We good? You guys ready for some spoilers? You guys ready? So the first thing I want to talk about with this is I absolutely love the Mandalorian character played by Pedro Pascal. Oh, it's amazing. Like, he is a mix of cocky, and because we don't see a face and it's just a helmet, it's kind of like that attitude you get when someone is just stonewalled the whole time and they're just staring at you and you're not getting no emotion from this. It's just straight stone face. Nothing is getting past this. That's kind of, I feel like it plays into the character, and I feel like it plays into, he's not like a solo cocky, but he's kind of a cocky character where it's like, hey, you got any more bounties? I can go ahead and get this done. That kind of a thing. The ending, I'm going to jump right to the ending. Let's Quentin Tarantino this. Holy shit. Like, that was one thing where I was like, first off, I'm like, he killed the droid. Is that the bounty? Is that not the bounty? I'm assuming that's the bounty. It's a 52-year-old species that's basically Yoda. Except we don't know. I don't think we know exactly what Yoda's species is, but it's obviously looking like the same exact species that Yoda comes from. And you get that last image of like him and kind of like the E.T. moment where he puts out his arm and or his finger and waves it. And the little baby just kind of goes and waves its finger back at him. That was the cliffhanger that goes, okay, I'm going to check out chapter 2. I'm checking it out. Another thing that I really hope they explain why he hates droids so much. Because at the beginning, the land speeder came up, oh, this is one of our newest models, no droids. And then the land speeder came up, which I'm going to throw Brian Posehn with the cameo. Didn't last long because he got eaten by that monster at the beginning. But yeah, and then the bounty hunter droid comes in, and it's like, there's a disdain with the Mandalorian and the droids. I want to know what happened. I want to know that backstory of why he hates droids so much. Also, like I was saying, there's throwbacks to the original Star Wars, like the Jawa that he meets that teaches him how to ride the, what's it called? The Bancor, I think he called it, to basically tame that thing and mount it and ride it. That Jawa reminded me of Yoda in a sense. Like when he was just like, I have decided, or like, he's like, I have said it. Like basically, you know what? I said it. This is how it's going to be. You're not going to change my mind. It almost reminded me of the Luke Yoda kind of interactions where Yoda was the same way to Luke when Luke went to learn from him in the original Star Wars trilogy 4, 5, and 6. And then also when he's kind of looking through the scope and then boom, the beast jumps up in front of him. I'm like, my brain thought that was a kind of sly and a subtle throwback to the very original Episode 4, A New Hope, where Luke, I want to say, is looking through it, and then boom, the sand person pops up in front of them. It was literally almost the same thing in my mind of when it happened. I was like, oh, that's a throwback. That's an Easter egg right there. But I mean, other than that, and this, like, it was everything you expected. Should I say that, everything you expected? I mean, it was a Star Wars TV show in my sense. You had blasters. You had the gunfight that was really cool. I like the move where he shot his little rope thing. It connected to him, pulled the gun over to him, and then mount blasted everybody out and then blew the door down. I can't wait to watch episode 2. I can't wait to see what happens with that baby because he killed the droid. He killed his bounty hunting droid that was with him. Well, it wasn't really his. They were kind of more of like accomplices that were working together there, but I can't wait to see more answers from this. It was a good enough first episode. Like I said, nothing stellar, but it was enough to be like, okay, I'm digging what you're doing here, and I'm going to check in to the next episode that I'm assuming it's going to be just like Titans on the DC universe, where every Tuesday we'll get an episode of The Mandalorian. But make sure to hit that subscribe button because whenever there is an episode of The Mandalorian, I'm going to be here reacting to it. I'm going to be here giving you my thoughts about it. Let me know what you guys think of Mandalorian Chapter 1, the first episode, down below in that comment section. Make sure hit that subscribe button. Like I said, make sure to also hit us up, patreon.com/mostfoulpodcast. That's how you help support the channel so that we can keep doing cool things like this for you. I'm going to go to bed because I have recorded so much stuff here, and it is just about midnight here on Tuesday. So I'm going to get going to bed, but you guys let me know what you think down below. And as always, have a good day, everybody.